Turtles.
Turtles.
Told you I saw a turtle.
Did you?
Yeah.
I don't think so. Good morning, everyone. I have just gotten home from a lovely morning with Ryan. We went out to a small town just outside of where we live, which was something we haven't done before. So drove out there to have a look around, went to a few different little pockets, got a coffee, and yeah, came home and we bought a pie, which was yummy. And now I'm just starting to get into the rest of my day, but this is like my first official vlog for 2026. What date is it? It's the 11th today. I just haven't picked it up, picked up the camera because I've been preoccupied. I've had a lot of people here at the house. My mum went home this morning, and before that we had heaps of friends here and other family and stuff, so it just wasn't the setting for me to pick it up and do any filming. But today I am going to show you a day in the life. We're going to do a daily vlog. I haven't done a daily vlog. I've only done weekly before, or like 2 weeks at a time. So we're going to do a daily vlog and show you what I do today. It is a Sunday, and yeah, nothing too exciting, but I think just wanted to showcase a normal kind of Sunday for me. Sundays aren't really my reset day. I actually start like working and stuff on Sundays, so it is a bit of a different day for me. But yesterday I had such a nice relaxing day. I literally sat in my room on watching Netflix from like 1 p.m. for the rest of the day, so I was quite happy with that. But yeah, basically one of the things I'm working through at the moment is quitting vaping. I've been a vapor for a long time, a few years, and I've tried to quit twice before and just picked it back up again. And yesterday I was like, I'm over it. I am gonna finish this up, and I just put my vape in water. Both the vapes that I had, I put them in water, and today is like my first official day without it, and I've got none in the house. And I thought I'd just like talk about that and kind of showcase how I go with that, because I've never really kept myself accountable with doing it. And I just have noticed the last like month that I think it elevates like maybe my anxiety. I think it maybe puts me a little bit more on edge. You know, it's my coping mechanism with work and stress, and my whole like all my habits are surrounded by it. So like my morning coffee, I get up, I have my coffee, and I hit the vape. So I'm just needing to maybe definitely unlearn all those habits. I don't know, I just thought I would kind of showcase that for the first time, because it's actually like one of those things I've just never really said out loud that I do. And only the people who know me personally know that I do it. So yes, that is what I'm currently doing at the moment, but I'm feeling good. I would love to have one right now, but like it's just one of those, I don't know, things in the back of my head, and I'm just gonna like keep myself occupied and just get on with it. I'm not going to be doing any of those replacement therapies. I tried that once before. I think it just makes it worse because you're thinking about it more, so it's always the first thing in your mind. So I'm just going to run it completely cold turkey and see how we go. But anyway, that's my little update for the moment. I'll let you know how I go for the rest of the day. I am about to jump into some work, and then I'll touch base with you guys soon. Okay, so we're currently in the works of creating some training programs. So I thought I would show you how I do my training programs, because it is really about, like, obviously some systems that you need to put in place to make it easier, because I can't even remember half the things that I do half the time. So definitely creating some systems. So I'm going to showcase some of the things that I've done to do that. So basically I have a Notion board that is like my exercise encyclopedia, as you can see here. And this just allows me to segregate different movements based on where they belong. So you've got your knee dominant, your hip dominant, your horizontal push, your horizontal pull. You've also got like stability, focus movements, endurance, strength, all of that stuff. So making sure that they're segregated, broken down, so that I have a better understanding of where they go, but also so that when I'm building a training program, I can actually remember what exercise I should put in there, because you can get really, I guess you can favorite things that you're personally doing at that time. So this just allows me to reground and be like, okay, there is more to programming than just what I'm doing. So that is my little like exercise encyclopedia section. And then when I create the programs, I do a training plan breakdown, as you can see here as well. So this allows me to actually map out, okay, what is this client's goal for this training block? What are we going to focus on for our overload methods? What areas do we need to prioritize right now? Just like the methods, the sets, the reps, all of that stuff, any considerations I need to take into account. So this allows me to actually then get an understanding of what the program's going to be and start mapping it out, and then I transfer that over into my app where they follow it and have their side of training. So that's what we're currently doing now. We've got 4 programs that I need to finish for the week, so we're just going to do those this morning, but I thought I'd show you how training programs are made on my end anyway. Alrighty guys, we are still working. It's now 12:45, but I thought I would just showcase this side of things before we stop working and do some other things. So I have a business coach. So I use my business coach and have been working with a business coach for a year now, which is absolutely crazy. I started with her in December of 2024, and I only plan to be working with her for around that 12 to 16 week period. But fast forward to now 2026, I am still with her, which has been one of the best things I did inside my business. In so many aspects, taught me a lot about running a business, taught me a lot about nurturing clients, how to sell to people, just kind of all the back end stuff, running new programs, changing my services, increasing my pricing, all the stuff that we get really in our head or in our way of for ourselves, and making it quite challenging to do so. So I have been working with her, and she also helps me create my content plan for the week. I do my content, but she just gives me a kind of guide to how I plan my content. So what we are doing now is some content planning for this week, because I started to find that I was starting planning it on like a Monday, and then if I got busy and inundated with work, it'd be the last thing that's on my list. And content's important. It's really important, and it is the thing that separates a good coach. Sorry, take that back, not a good coach. The thing that separates someone doing well in coaching and someone not doing well in coaching, because at the end of the day, you're an online coach, meaning you do need to compete with other online coaches and position yourself in a way that allows people to come to you and connect with you and understand you and, you know, find out who you are and why they want to work with you. So content is really important, and I just been putting it on the back burner. So what we are doing now is some content planning for the week. It is Sunday, so I'm just trying to get ahead of what it is and having to put a little bit more intention into it instead of just ticking a box, actually creating some personalized stuff behind it. So this is what my content side of things looks like in terms of how I plan it out and structure it for the week. So basically I do everything in Notion. Notion is my be all and end all. I love it. And I split things up so that I understand what I need to do for the week. So I have my stories broken down here, my posts here, anything that I just kind of have missed or need an idea for future. And this is like all my completed stuff. So there's 300 there now. But basically I go through each week and I put in my stories plus my outline of what I want to speak about, which is kind of something that needs to be done every week, but with a little bit more intention. And then I also have my business coach who sends me this, but then I create it to fit into my own concept and what's actually going to work for my clients and my ideal client as well. And the reason I wanted to showcase this is because there is a lot that goes in behind the scenes for business. And this is something that us coaches have to do. And as someone who might be sitting there and consuming that content that we put out, I want you to know how much actually goes on behind the scenes for us to give that to you. It's structured. It needs to be structured. Otherwise you are throwing a line in the water with no bait on it, basically, and there needs to be something towards it, or, you know, a plan behind what you're actually posting about. So this is something that I have to do each week, and I am trying to put a bit more intention behind it this week and doing it ahead of time to make my life easier for future. So yeah, that is some of the aspects of business. But all right, after I finish this, I'm going to hop off. I'm going to go do something else. It's nearly 1 o'clock. I do need to get out. I want to go to the gym. I wanted to do a bit of cleaning, and I'm also cooking a roast tonight. So we are going to start cooking that roast as well. So, yeah, signing off for the moment here. I literally just recorded in a portrait format, so we're going to repeat myself now. But we finished work. For the time being, I am going to make something to eat. I had a pie this morning, right, and I got pies from the bakery. So I'm going to make some eggs now on sourdough with some cottage cheese because I feel like breakfast food. No, I just also don't have any meat in the house. So we're going to do that, and then I probably will get ready to go do a little gym session. Drinking some water, coming back to the whole quitting vaping situation. I'm doing okay, but it's 1 o'clock and I feel okay. Such a weird thing, but I found that this bottle is helping my mouth keep busy, so it kind of feels like my vape does. So I'm just gonna keep drinking out of this rather than my normal bottle. And yeah, I know this is like rogue as like talking about this on my YouTube, but we're serious about it. We are serious about it, and I feel like a lot of people go through the same thing, and a lot of people want to quit, and that's why I wanted to speak about it. So anyway, let's get back to breakfast. I'm gonna make some brekkie now, and then we'll light lunch now, and then we'll go to the gym. Okay, we literally only trained for half an hour. I don't know, it just was not feeling like training, and I have done something to my wrist as well. So this has been like an ongoing issue. I've just had pain in this left wrist for quite a while, and it's always just like a niggling pain when I like extend it back, or mainly just actually extend it back. But the last week it's like actually been really irritated. I went to a class and I think it just ruined it. So it's really sore. So like anything pushing overhead where my even the slightest bit tilted back, I can feel it. And I just find that when I'm training, I'm trying to get all the pressure off this side, which means my right is doing a lot more of the work, which is not the end of the world. Like, I'm not lifting crazy, but it's just something to be mindful of for any imbalances and stuff. But yeah, so wrist, along with not really feeling up to training. I actually was kind of keen, but I was just really mellow when I was in there and just had no like push. So yeah, we just gave up on that a little bit earlier than we thought. So we're gonna head home now and just start the rest of my afternoon. I don't know, just kind of have a chill one, because yeah, don't feel like doing anything really. So that was my little update. I might have to let my coach know about my wrist, and I'm gonna go home, and my pop sells these bracelets which like have magnets in them, and they're meant to be really good for arthritis and stuff that when you have issues with like joint health. So I'm gonna go put one on and just see if that helps whatever's going on. I'm just really hoping I don't have any like carpal tunnel or something, because it has been something that's been an issue for a while, but I'm not getting like any pins and needles or anything. It's just like wrist pain and like strain. So we'll go home, put one of those on, and just see if that kind of helps the pain a little bit. But I'll touch base in with you guys soon. Yeah. We are now making our roast for dinner. So I am just cutting some holes in the roast at the moment. We're gonna throw in some garlic and then cover it with foil and pop it in the oven for a couple of hours. So we've now got out our lamb and we are dicing up our veggies to now pop into the oven. So that was 2 hours cooked with foil, and we're going to put it in for another hour with no foil and our veggies. So we're going to do that now, and then I think it's time to have a shower and start to wind down, because yeah, I need a couple hours for myself. I think I want to read my book. Oh my gosh, I went and saw The Housemaid on, I don't know, last Tuesday. Yeah, last Tuesday. And I've read the first book of The Housemaid, and the movie was honestly absolutely friggin' incredible. Like, I was so shocked at how good it actually was. So I've now restarted reading the second book, because I started and I got halfway through, and then I don't know, I must have got bored and then went to something else, because I think I went straight from the first book to the second book. And usually when I do that, you get a bit over it. So we're rereading that now, which I am really keen to finish. I'm loving it so far. So I'm gonna do some reading after popping this in and having a shower, and then we'll start to clock off for the night. I was a bit silly and I forgot to buy some more gravy. So we have run into the shop. Also, how cute is my Broncos jersey? I am officially converted to a Broncos girl. So we run into Woolies now, get gravy. Our roast is ready, but you cannot have it without gravy. And honestly, it looks a little bit dry, so we're going to definitely need the gravy. I think I bought a smaller lamb roast this time, so I don't think it has as much like fatty juices, but so it doesn't look juicy. So yeah, gravy will help that. Anyway.
Sorry, you can't take a photo. I don't even know what I'm doing here.
I'm recording it.
No.
It's for YouTube.
I don't know what I'm doing here.
It actually turned out alright. I told them that it was dry.